ESPN put out their NFL simulation for the 2020 season, every single game, every single playoff game, and of course the Super Bowl, just to see what happens. So how did they hate and disrespect the Minnesota Vikings? Let's dive in. So I believe this is based off of Mike Clay's work, and it should be noted that Mike Clay is a Philadelphia Eagles jabroni fan. So yeah. Anyways, let's get into the games. Simulating all 269, nice, blah, 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 all this, blah, 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 blah. All right, so week one, Vikings hosting the greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers. The Vikings triumph 16-18, 16-8. Yeah, it's one of those simulations. Just great. So the Vikings start off the season 1-0. And yes, we have to keep tabs on the sheet of paper like peasants. So Vikings start the season 1-0, get a win at home. Great. Week two, Vikings are visiting the Colts. Ooh, they come out triumphant over the corpse of Phillip Rivers, 24-10. Big time road win. We'll certainly take that. The Vikings starting off the season 2-0. Math is hard. Next up, Week 3, the Vikings hosting the AFC Championship game participant, Tennessee Titans, as well as you have the Tajay Sharp revenge game. You have Jadeveon Clowney, you have Jeffrey Simmons, you have Derrick Henry, you have Tannehill, you have A.J. Brown, you have all that stuff going on. But, ooh, what happened? What happened? The Vikings putting up 48 and just completely boat racing the Titans at home. So now, I mean, starting out 2-0, the Vikings may have had people's curiosity, but now they certainly have their attention. Vikings going to be a force in the North. And also, I didn't even take the time to track like how the Packers doing. So obviously they're 0-1. They're another 1-1. And now the Packers are... Oh, the Packers beat the Saints down in New Orleans. Okay. No. Week 4. Vikings at Houston, and they get it done over Deshaun Watson and no Nuke Hopkins, the corpse of J.J. Watt. Vikings triumph down on the road 30-10. Now, start the season 4 now. You have two pretty impressive road wins at Indy, at Houston, as well as you have a spanking of the Titans, who were in the Final Four last year. So, I mean, that happened. You'd be feeling a little bit of mojo. You'd be feeling like a little And people are going to get mad because ESPN projected the Vikings start 4-0 because when we did our realistic predictions, man, people got mad. It's like, I cannot be realistic. Be realistic like me, and they're going to go 7-9. Okay. It's so stupid. Anyways, weeks 1 through 4, blah, blah, blah. And also, who cares? Who cares? Miles Sanders, who cares? Michael Thomas, baby back biatch, Michael Thomas, cool. All right, ooh, weeks 5 through 8. Vikings remain undefeated. Okay. Vikings at Seattle for Sunday Night Football, a third season in a row, primetime game out in the Emerald City. Ooh, what happened here? A 24-17 win at Seattle. Kirky gets it done in primetime. Screw you, Russell. Screw you, DK. Screw you, everyone out in Seattle. Screw you, Jamal Adams. Ooh, we'll take that. So the Vikings start out 5-0, including 3-0 on the road against good teams. Bam. Damn, baby. Damn, Daniel. Week 6, Falcons visiting the Vikings. Somehow, actually, this would be very fitting. So the Vikings come off that big-time emotional win at Seattle, come home against a pretty marginal Falcons team, and then just lay an egg. 17-3. Like, this is the annual, hey, Zimmer, your players don't show up for you this one game a year. So the Vikings get that out of the way. Vikings are officially 5-1. Can't see the Vikings first loss anywhere. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, so 5-1, not getting it done. Week 7 is the bye. Week 8, Packers hosting the Vikings at Lambeau, and now the greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers will start hosting fans here. They get a narrow victory over the Vikings, 27-24, which is okay, sure. I mean, take care of business at home, split on the road. Vikings are already doing good in that department. Except they didn't take care of business at home against the Falcons. That was the goose egg. I mean, that was the game before the bye. So, I mean, were guys already in Cancun? Can they even travel out of the country with the whole COVID restrictions? So, I don't know what's going on. Vikings drop a deuce after the bye week against Green Bay at Lambeau. Whatever. Next up is stupid McCaffrey. His face. Standings at the halfway point. So, the Vikings are tied. Yeah, well, they split with the Packers, so we go to the various tiebreakers, but it really doesn't matter at this point. Both 5-2. Lions somehow at 4-3. Okay, sure. Bears 2-6, which is astute. Also, did you see that? So Mitchell Trubisky-Ponder was named the starting quarterback over little Foles, and then you see that GM Ryan Pace is like, well, that's the head coach's decision. He is going to throw Matt Nagy under the bus, and it's hilarious. All right, so week 9. Really? Okay, so Lions at Vikings, historic U.S. Bank Field. Adrian Peterson comes marching in and somehow leads the Lions to a 31-24 win. Okay, I'm sure. So the Vikings start out 5-0, then drop 3 in a row, including 2 at home. I understand, but I don't see that latter part happening. Yeah, okay, sure. Week 10. Vikings at Bears, Monday Night Football. They just eke out a victory 26-23 over the miniature monsters of the Midway. Who knows if Trubisky Ponder will be starting by this point. It might be Foles, so it's whatever. But yeah, the Vikings get done. They get back in the win column 6-3 through 10 weeks. Pretty damn good. Next up, week 11, Cowboys at the Vikings. Vikings drop another home game. Actually, they absolutely get eviscerated at home, 45-12 against Dak and the stupid Cowboys. Which, no. I understand they have a lot of weapons on offense. I understand that Everson Griffin will be coming back to Minnesota motivated. But yeah, I do not see this whole dismantling happening. I just don't. So the Vikings are already lost 3 home games against the Falcons, Lions, and the Cowboys in very unimpressive fashion. But yeah, okay, sure. Week 12, Panthers coming in, and the Vikings just eke it out against Teddy and the Panthers, and also McCaffrey 16-6. Which, I mean, take it how you can get it. Sure. Vikings 7-4 through 12 weeks. Next up into the final quarter of the season. Week 13, you got the Jaguars coming in into U.S. Bank Stadium. They lose again? Really? All right, so ATL, Detroit, Dallas, and Jacksonville. So the Vikings lose 4 home games, all games that they're going to be favored in. Well, Dallas could be up in there, but all home games that the Vikings figured to be at least a field goal favored in. But the Jaguars just come marching in 37-24. By the way, at the end of the article, the Jaguars do have the number 1 overall pick. So you lose to the worst team in football at home after you've been humbled at home 3 times already. I don't buy that one bit, but also I can kind of see it happening. So sure. Week 14, Vikings go down to Tampa. They are currently 7-5. Good at math. 7-5, eventually becomes 7-6 as they lose on the road against the Bucs. A very near-run thing, 29-23. That's an important game. For later on, Week 15, Vikings hosting the Bears. They get it done, 17-6. Get back in the win column, get some mojo going. And then also Week 16, Vikings at the Saints. Ooh, Vikings Christmas Day march down, put it right on them. All in the face, 27-10. Saints will probably have fans in the stands at that point, but it doesn't matter. Screw them. Vikings 9-6, and then go to Detroit, get some revenge on the Lions. Vikings go 48-25 over the Detroit Lions and Adrian Peterson, if he's still on that team by that time. So the Vikings end up going 10-6 on the season. Would have been a lot better, except they got absolutely destroyed and demolished at home. I mean, they split at home. 4-4. I don't see them losing home against the Falcons or against Detroit, or definitely not against Jacksonville, especially if Jacksonville is going to be in line for the number 1 overall pick. Does not make a lot of sense. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Derrick Henry leads the league in rushing with 1,316 yards. If Dalvin is fully healthy for 16 games, that ain't going to stand. Michael Thomas, a baby back. Biatch, okay. Tom Brady almost throws for 5,000 yards. Cool. All right, so the 1 seed from the NFC, or excuse me, the AFC is going to be, of course, the Ravens again. All right. But yeah, look around. Patriots 5-11 could happen. Chiefs get back to the playoffs, of course. Texans and the Colts make it. I mean, this is AFC South football right here. Like, the NFC least gets a lot of flack for being a really crappy division. AFC South, yeah. Even though the Vikings lost to the Jaguars. NFC. So the Vikings secure the division. Lions were conceivably in a playoff race for the last week of the season. Didn't get it done at home. Natural. Packers actually are technically the bottom team through various tiebreakers and whatnot. But yeah, I don't see it breaking down this way. See, maybe the Packers at 8-8, maybe 9-7, but I think the Lions and the Bears will both be down cellar dwellers in the division. Eagles win the East. Niners edge out the Rams in the West. Ooh, Seahawks don't make it, surprising. And then also in the South, the Saints, despite the humbling on Christmas Day, secure the South at 10-6. Bucks make it as a wild card. So the Vikings doesn't really break it down. It would be nice to have a bracket here, but so the Vikings would be so they have the tiebreaker over the Saints. So they'd either be the 2 or 3 seed. Doesn't really matter. They're hosting the Bucks, and then the Vikings allegedly lose at home again for the 5th time in the season. Bucks come in 10-9, which is a barn burner. It's just an absolute joy and treat to watch. Wait, isn't that the final score of the Seahawks Blair Walsh shaking the bank game? How dare they? You may as well make it 38-7, Mike Clay. But it was the Vikings fall at home in the wild card round as conceivably either the 2 or 3 seed. Again, it's not clear here, but not great. Not ideal. Blah, 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 blah. Chiefs beat the Ravens at Baltimore. Embarrassing. And then also the Cowboys. The 2 road teams win. Actually, well, hold on. Wait. All right, so 2 road teams win on wild card weekend. 3 road teams win on divisional round. And then both road teams win in the championship game. Okay, so then you get a Chiefs-Cowboys Super Bowl, and the Chiefs boat race the Cowboys, which is good. I'm perfectly fine with the Chiefs winning a Super Bowl, not so much the Cowboys, but there you go. So that is it. That is ESPN's prediction. Vikings going 10-6. I think it's a bunch of hooey, especially the way that the Vikings take care of business at home. You factor in maybe there won't be fans in the stands because of what's going on in Minnesota, all the stuff around it, but I don't see it. I don't see it going down like that. See, 12-4 minimum, 16-0 maximum, because that is the maximum number of games that you are allowed to win and the minimum number of games you are allowed to lose. And I see that happening. Also, I don't see a first-round exit from the stupid team. Maybe this O-line. I don't know. All right, but your thoughts on our thoughts of ESPN's thoughts on their stupid projections. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skull, production value.